With a budget of around $200, you can go for the Infinix Note 40 or the Tecno Spark 20 Pro Plus. Depending on what you like, you might be right whichever one you end up buying. At the end, they both have a primary 108 megapixel primary camera, a curved AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate, a 5000 mAh battery, and they are both powered by the MediaTek Helio G99 Ultimate. Both phones are also running on Android 14, and on paper, they seem to share a lot of similarities, but I'm here to tell you all the differences. Placing them side by side, you know that these phones don't look the same. They both have a matte plastic finish at the back, but I prefer the texture on the Spark 20 Pro Plus. It has some curve at the back, and that makes it a bit more comfortable to hold in my hand. The edges of the Note 40 will dig into your hands after extended usage. There is a circular camera ring at the back of the Spark 20 Pro Plus, while we have a square camera bump at the back of the Infinix Note 40. I prefer the circular camera cutout of the Spark 20 Pro Plus. The Infinix Note 40 has a flat back, and that makes it even with the frame of the phone. The frame of both phones are made of plastic, but the frame on the Note 40 is more prone to stains because of the form factor they went with. Because of the curve at the back of the Spark 20 Pro Plus, the frame has somehow blended into the back. The Spark 20 Pro Plus feel lighter to hold in the hand. There are people that might appreciate the boxy design of the Note 40, while others might go with the curved design of the Spark 20 Pro Plus. Let me know what you prefer in the comments. They both have a mono speaker, but that of the Note 40 sounds better, and Infinix worked with JBL to tune the sound of the speakers. Both phones support dual 4G SIM cards, but there isn't a slot for memory expansion. In terms of design, I prefer the Tecno Spark 20 Pro Plus. You get a silicone TPU case in the box of both phones, but the Infinix Note 40 comes with a unique case that supports wireless charging. Magcharge is what Infinix calls it. Without the case, the Magcharge won't sit at the back of the phone. You are getting more accessories in the box of the Infinix Note 40, including a 70 watts charging brick. You also get a 33 watts charging brick in the box of the Tecno Spark 20 Pro Plus. Now, both phones have a 6.78-inch display with a 1080p resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate. You get a flat display on the Note 40, while we have a curved display on the Spark 20 Pro Plus. Let us know in the comments which display you prefer, a curved one or a flat one. I seem to always go with the flat displays. Colors appear nicely when scrolling on both phones, and the refresh rate makes playing games enjoyable. You can stream videos at up to 2K resolution on YouTube, and they both pop out colors well. You can hardly take away any major differences between these two displays. The bezels around the display of the Note 40 seem to be a bit slimmer, even though it's not even. The Spark 20 Pro Plus has a curved display, but the bezels around it are still very much noticeable when placed side by side with the Note 40. Outdoors, both displays are visible, but the Note 40 can get up to 1300 nits of brightness, while the Spark 20 Pro Plus maxes out at just 1000 nits. Because of the curve on the Spark 20 Pro Plus, there is also edge mistouch prevention in the settings. Both displays are okay, but overall, the Note 40 is ahead in these aspects. Both phones are running on Android 14, and the HiOS 13.6 is the interface on the Spark 20 Pro Plus, while we have the XOS 14 on the Infinix Note 40. If software was the only test we have to carry out on both phones, then anyone you buy, you're getting the same experience, and there won't be the need for this video. You can generate AI wallpapers on both phones, and using the same prompt, I was able to get this wallpaper. App icons look similar on both interfaces, and you also get to do the same level of customization on both phones. They both have floating windows and split screen. There is dynamic port on the Spark 20 Pro Plus, and you get magic ring on the Infinix Note 40. They are the same, and they mimic the dynamic island of the iPhone 15 Pro models. You can clone apps on both phones, and they both have a special game mode in the setting. It is hard to separate both phones in this aspect. They are both powered by the MediaTek Helio G99 Ultimate, which is more of an overclocked version of the original Helio G99 by MediaTek. Both phones perform as expected, and you can play games smoothly with both phones. You get 8 gigs RAM on both phones, and with memory fusion, the RAM can be expanded to 16 gigs. Storage space is 256 gigs, and there is no slot for memory expansion. Apps open up swiftly, and there isn't any lags during my testing. Asphalt 9 runs effectively, and same thing applies for Call of Duty Mobile. Performance and software is basically the same on both phones, and whichever one you end up going with, I feel the performance is the same. Both phones have a 5000 mAh battery, and they support fast charging. The Spark 20 Pro Plus supports 33 watt fast charging, while the Note 40 supports 45 watts fast charging. It takes around 40 minutes or less to charge the Note 40 from 0 to 100, while it takes almost an hour to charge the Spark 20 Pro Plus from 0 to 100. Let me know if you want to see a battery test and subscribe in case I get to make that video. Infinix added a custom chipset known as the Cheetah X1 chip that acts as the brain of the phone in terms of charging. It is the first of a kind from the brand. It optimizes the charging process and makes sure the phone is safe while charging all times. The Note 40 also supports reverse wireless charging, and it can also serve as a power bank with a USB-C cable. In terms of battery life, they are the same, but 70 watts charging speed and wireless charging makes the Note 40 a worthy winner in the battery aspects. The primary camera on both phones is 108 megapixel. You also get a 32 megapixel lens at the front, and we are going to focus more on them because they are the most important cameras. The other lenses at the back aren't impressive, and if you're buying these phones for camera, just know the best experience you're going to get is the main 108 megapixel camera. You get a wider point of view using the 108 megapixel option in the Note 40, and the colors also look better. You will get enough details on both cameras, and you can even zoom up to 10x using the main 108 megapixel camera on both phones, and you get some details on the images. Portrait mode is impressive, and you get a good amount of background blur. The 32 megapixel selfie camera on both phones will do a nice job in environments with good light, and in areas with low light you get some noise in the images. There is night mode, and you can even zoom in and get some details with shot like this. The Note 40 is slightly ahead in this aspect because I love how it handles color, and you also get a much wider point of view. Rounding up, the Note 40 is the clear winner here. You are getting wireless charging and some added accessories in the box. The Spark 20 Pro Plus is also a great phone, but I feel with the current price, you are better off buying the Note 40. Except you want a curved display and a phone that feels better to hold in the hand, then the Spark 20 Pro Plus is better. Feel free to ask any questions in case you have them, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Click on the video showing on your screen right now to see me talking about the Infinix Note 40 Pro. I'll see you in my next video.